Hey all you out there, we are the
Berry Bros.
I'm Blueberry.
I'm Blackberry.
And I'm Strawberry. I'm also the only bro you need to know about, the one ultimate strawberry. Not to brag, but 3 states have chosen me as their state fruit. Delaware, Louisiana, and of course, right here, Oklahoma. However, you can find strawberries grown in all 50 of the United States. I would consider myself pretty popular with 50% of 7 to 9 year olds choosing me as their favorite fruit. I'm the first fruit to ripen every spring, the only fruit that wears their seeds on the outside, and I'm part of the rose family, which is why I give us a sweet smell when I grow.
Yeah, you're a real sweet one, alright. Well, Alabama and Kentucky chose me as their state fruit, but Oregon is actually the #1 blackberry producing state. In 2017, they produced over 20,000 tons that year, which would be the same weight as 105 blue whales. Don't confuse me with my sister Raspberry, though, because while I might start my life out as red, you don't want to pick me until I'm dark black, nice, and plump. If we were talking about popularity, I don't think either of you had a smartphone named after you. My mom was one of the first to own the BlackBerry phone.
Yeah, that's so 2002. Alright, my turn. Thanks for saving the best for last. Blueberry here, and not to be outdone by the strawberry, I have Maine, North Carolina, and New Jersey choosing me as their state fruit. I'm the only fruit you will find that is naturally blue in color. And my claim to fame is right here in the US. We are the world's largest blueberry producer. That's right, I said world. I also have quite a bit of star power, not only because of my amazing nutritional benefits, but Native Americans actually called me a starberry because of my flower blossoms leave me with a star shape after they drop off.
Hey man, those are great facts, but conveniently, you failed to mention that you were in North Carolina, you were the state's official blueberry, not fruit. So if we are going to count that, then I guess who happens to be the state's chosen red berry, yeah, that's right, just happens to be me. So go ahead and add another picture on that map for me. Thanks.
Alright bros, you guys know something that's really cool? Right here in Oklahoma, you can go pick up your own local blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries.
It's true. At Thunderbird Farms here in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, you guys can pick your own blackberries and blueberries. Let's learn more about how they're grown.
The bloom right there. Farmer Jack here from Thunderbird Land Cattle and Berry Company. There's an old saying in the blueberry growing business, plant them low, they won't grow, because they don't like wet roots. They like damp roots, but not wet roots. And I've added a verse to that, plant them high, they still might die. We plant them in late fall or winter. In late winter, they'll start forming what they call berry buds. And they're just a little bud on a stick that has no leaves. And then as spring comes along, it opens up into a flower. And then it just turns into a berry. Harvesting is, usually we just say first part of June. And the way you know to harvest them is I have to taste test them and make sure they're good enough. And that's the way I do it. Our 3 main berries are Duke, Legacy, and Elliott. And different varieties taste different too. Not all blueberries taste the same. And that's another thing I tell them. I said, just go try one in one row. If you don't like it, go to the next row, because it'll be different, you know. Probably from the beginning of June to middle of July usually is how long the blueberry season lasts.
Well, that's super awesome. You can also head to our Bro Joe's farm in Bixby, Oklahoma to pick your own strawberries and blackberries. Sorry, Blueberry. Let's learn more about how Farmer Joe makes those strawberries.
Typically, you'll plant your blackberries in early spring, and then it's not until the next year, which would be around June, that you would get a crop. We'll start out with a flower, and then slowly the center of the flower starts to fill in with the fruit. And we'll go from green to a more whitish, yellowish, and then we'll start going into a light red, and then into a darker black for the blackberry. Blackberries are indigenous to Oklahoma. That's why we are growing them, so they typically do really well. The season will start somewhere about the second week of June, and it should run for about 30 to 40 days. We start our strawberries. We plant our strawberries from transplants, which we plant in October. About 6 or 7 months is what it takes for us to grow them. Typically, somewhere around the 1st of March, we'll start to get our first blooms started. And usually from the time we get a bloom to a strawberry is about 30 days or so. They color change quick. They go from green to white to red very quickly. I think the best way to tell if a strawberry is ready is just by the color. So the deeper, darker red, and you want the red to go all the way up towards the calyx, the green part of the strawberry.
When do you guys do the U-pick?
This year and last year it started about the 21st of April and we'll go, I'm hoping, into the first week of June.
Grab a bucket and
start picking.
Grandma, do you remember that time when...
During medieval times, it was believed that by serving strawberries at your feast, it would help bring peace and prosperity.
Romans would use the leaves of blackberries to make tea that they believed treated different illnesses of the mouth and stomach. Wild blackberry shrubs also make great barriers to provide some protection against enemies with their sharp, thick thorns.
Blueberries were used by North American Indians when making a food called pemmican. It consisted of dried meat, dried fruit, and animal fat, and was a great source of protein and energy for winter months or a long journey. Blueberry jerky, anyone?
Your mom always says don't play with your food, but here's a fun activity where it's finally okay. Berries have been used for centuries to make dyes or stains for clothing or rugs, but they can also work great for some fancy artwork. Early colonists would boil blueberries with milk to create a gray-colored paint. Today though, all you need for this activity is some paper or cardstock and berries of your choice. The berries can be fresh or you can use frozen ones that have been thawed. Smush and press the berries on your paper to create some amazing shapes and designs. You can even add paint to create a masterpiece. And don't worry if you get hungry, it's okay to take a bite. Yum.
That is some awesome art, but it's starting to make me really hungry thinking about all the great things you can make with this. Fruit kebabs, jellies, jams, cobblers, muffins, popsicles, and man, I could really go for a cold berry smoothie.
Wash, wash, wash your hands, fronts and backs and sides. Use warm water, not just cold. Don't keep those germs alive. Hey. Hi guys, I'm Quinn. Hi guys, I'm Ava. Hi, I'm Reese. Hi, I'm Deanna. And today we are making berry smoothies in a bag. The ingredients you'll need: berries for sure, since it's a berry smoothie, fresh or frozen berries, banana, yogurt, any flavor, cups, measuring cups, a spoon, and scissors. Let's get started. If you're using fresh berries, you need to wash them. If you're using strawberries, cut off the stems before you use it. We already washed our blueberries, so we're ready to go.
Did you know blueberries keep your heart healthy and can even help you remember things?
I need to eat some of those before my next test. If you're using frozen berries, you need to take it out of the freezer and let it sit and then thaw, so they're easier to mush. We're using frozen strawberries.
Did you know strawberries have more vitamin C than an orange? My mom told me vitamin C can help fight off infections. It's like a ninja warrior attacking your sick germs. Hi-ya!
Everyone, open your Ziploc bag and give it a little shake. Next, we are going to add about a half a cup of yogurt. It doesn't have to be exact, or you can use a little cup from the grocery store. Greek yogurt, which is a little bit healthier than regular yogurt because it has more protein.
For your muscles!
I am using a measuring cup to measure my yogurt. I'm just scooping it in.
Scoop, there it is! Scoop, there
it is! Now we are going to add the fruit. About a half a cup for the fruit. But again, a little bit more or less is okay too. Pick your favorites. I am using strawberries and blueberries.
Did you know berries have lots of fiber? And they also help clean out your insides and help you go number.
And make sure if you're using a full cup, then you just fill it up halfway. And now, seal your bag. Push down on it and make sure it doesn't have any air left in it. And then you're gonna have to mush it to make it a smoothie. Since we don't have a blender, our hands are gonna be the blenders for now. When you're done mushing, your hands might get a little tired, so you might have to shake them out a little bit. When you're done mixing, you need to push all of your mixture into one of the corners. You will need to get out the scissors so you can trim the edge and put it into the cup. Get out a cup and squeeze it right into the cup. It might get a little messy.
You dropped some. That's all.
When you're done mixing that, get out your spoon again and then try it. Yum.
Cheers. Have a very great day. Bye.
Hey, you think before we finish, we should start a new rap we came up with? Would y'all like to hear it?
All right, let's do this.
Jam is what I like to eat. Jam, it's my favorite treat. Jam, you're gonna need some heat. Jam, it is super sweet.
Jam, I like it with the first one of the day. But when I see it in the fridge, I scream, yay! Sometimes I eat it from the jar, or maybe when I'm riding in my car.
Jam, it's delicious on a biscuit. Jam, maybe try it with a Triscuit.
What?
Jam, it's delightful on toast. Jam, we love this food the most. Jam.
That's all for